this is Zimnala coming at you with another adventure in the game of Demise. We're going to be picking up where we left off. We had just tried out a new map layout, done a couple of good runs deep, and we explored a lot of floor 27. We only have the top left corner and the middle area, so something that I thought of that I should probably mention to you is that if you ever have a case where you have a potential of having like game crashes and whatnot, and you want to save your progress with mapping, make sure you close the game between runs and reopen it, because that's when it saves your map progress. So, as I can see right now, let's see, let me make sure that my map is working as intended. Oh, it sure isn't. Let's readjust this, see if that fixed it a little bit. So yeah, when you open and go into the dungeon, you sometimes have to readjust how the map is organized. So. But my computer's actually been a little crashy. I took a few minutes to close the game between recording sessions and reopen it to save that progress. Don't mind me if I'd have to take a couple seconds to recenter things. It doesn't matter nearly as much if you already have it mapped though, because like crashes only erase the new progress. It doesn't like, you don't lose any progress on things you've done. Usually. Like it auto saves pretty much constantly. So it makes it a little tricky to save scum if that's something you like to do, but I don't worry about that kind of thing. Did you recenter the map on me? Alright, so we're gonna change this a different way then. Then I will just deal with it being like that. Good enough. Let's see if things respawn while we were running around. Closing and opening the game can also mess with the respawn timers, which is something I mentioned last time. So do consider that in your process somewhere.
Cool.
Still, it's better than losing progress. I don't mind making things a little weirder for a while. In exchange for not losing my map.
Cool. Cool.
sure if paralyzation is a new spell. I don't actually know if there are new spells, but well, I know there's at least one new spell. Resist Aging is not in the base game. I can tell you that. So there are new spells out there. So I'm just hoping to see more new spells. I think that would be very interesting because there were some spells you could only cast using items. So it would make sense if you could theoretically learn them through spell books. So some of them were potentially really powerful. Like if you could learn Shatal, which the enemies do cast on you, some of the demons at least, that would be really broken because there's no resists for it. Like that would just be the ultimate magic. It just does damage. I think this is one of the mortar themes. Anything that sounds like all fluty and stuff is probably from the original mortar games. Like old schooly style.
Cool. Cool.
They still manage to make these encounters pretty spooky sometimes. But we are getting better at fighting. That's why you raise your guilds.
Cool.
Those chests are just way too hard to open for this work. It just means more levels of thief, but it's definitely not the top of my priority list, unfortunately. I love doing that. And usually the amount I level thief is until I can actually open all the treasure chests with decent success on whatever floors I want to fight on.
Cool.
The bar for that's pretty high though on some of As you can see, our chance of successfully passing is like less than 1 or 2% for some of those treasures. I cast that thing like 20 times.
Cool.
Try it again. As you can see. Ain't easy doing it. Did you get pinned too? Actually, let's just go back to town then.
Cool.
Wow, I didn't expect them to pin first. Great. You know, it is what it is. Oh, you know what I considered? We didn't actually do our quest, did we? I actually forgot a little bit about it. At least we didn't quite pin out. Okay, so let's get ready for our special adventure then. Let's clear our inventory. So I think we probably have whatever we need to. I wrote down the information it gave me. We have access to some things going on. We don't have a lot of access to the ability to map, though, which is a little bit of a thing. Can I, in fact, join that? I could join Explorer. So I do want to actually test something. I want to make sure you can go back in, because maybe we could just go back in and check it out later after we level up stuff. Because as long as I can go back in and map it out, I don't care. Like, as long as it's not a one-time thing. I never actually tested that with the other characters. I know you can only enter that with a solo character, like you can't go in with a party. Like it won't let you in that little special area. So each character has to access it separately. So I'm gonna set them up with this. I'm gonna set myself up with this. I suppose we should cast whatever spells we want to be on them, right? Make sure we got a decent amount of healing. Oh yeah, we got plenty of healing, I think. Okay, as long as we've got that, I'm gonna actually kick everyone else out of the group. And I'm gonna try to go in with this character just to make sure that you can still go to areas you've unlocked. We're gonna pop the map up just so you guys can follow along where we're going. Oh right, it's in the other room. That's right. As long as you can still enter those areas, I'll be okie dokie with whatever is going on. Let's make sure. We can still get that. So as long as that's fine, I can deal with that. Alright. So we are here. That's not what I meant to cast. Well, let's expand our map out. Now I have to keep checking back on my recording just to make sure that it is in fact showing my map correctly centered. So you can tell which area you're entering. They do have the flags for it. So this is Artisan. This is Explorer. This one's Warrior. So you can tell which one it is if you are wondering. You can look at your crest. As you can see, it looks like this. So in fact, this is the right one. So this will heal you, by the way, if you're wondering. You're fighting some imps.
Cool.
We are going to try to find our way. We're not great at it, but this will take a hot minute. Do not mind this. There's no real other way to do this. There we go. Look at you being a bunch of undead. So it did in fact say go up, but I don't know how specific that means. So you're undead, I don't need to fight you. As you can see, oh, this is teleporter. So I'm gonna note that you can't actually go that way. This is where we started. I'm not gonna try to map squares, I don't need These are monsters from about 15 or 16. That is about the level that they want a single character to be at this level, if you're wondering. That is more accurate. Our group is strong enough to fight on point, but individually, this is closer to where you'd want to be. I'm just looking visually what's going on. So honestly, I'm just using that so I don't have to come back. I have it. Might as well use it. As you can see, this does overlap with the Warrior Guild one a little bit, though. That's very, very interesting. And if I, like I said, if I was to guess, I'd say the ones above are other guild ones. It's all devils and undead, it looks like. So if I was gonna guess, I'd say we haven't entered whatever part of it we need that special directions for yet. By the way, there's probably a puzzle coming up. Yeah, that didn't work. It's okay. We didn't actually bring anything that bad. Okay, well that's one way to get our spells restored. How long did we lose? I don't remember. Yeah, so that was an electric issue with us. We did have electric resist on, but as you can see, it's not easy being queasy. Let's get ourselves cast up again, though. Yeah, we can't really do much with our resist, so we're just in for it. We did kill most of them, but it stopped responding to me and it wouldn't let me run directly, so it is what it is. We also don't have very high HP, so there's a couple of reasons why it's a little spicy. But yeah, on the levels that you fight them on, those fiends are some of the nastier creatures. Because they do electrocute you pretty strongly. So that is the edge of the map, actually. There's nothing over there. Alright, good to know. This group we managed to win against. They are nasty suckers though. Let's heal up. Oh, I just realized I didn't expand it. Fair enough. Get expanded. Yeah, if we go in there, it'll lead back to that dangerous area. So where will this take us? These are nasty. These are ones we haven't even seen in the base game. So at least they aren't draining us. I still don't 100% know what's up with that, why all of a sudden we're largely immune to it. Like, I mean, I won't say I dislike it, but I don't understand it. That's gonna be a nasty, nasty group. Oh boy. Who is casting that on us? Yeah, Undead's not gonna help us. I actually forget if we have sorcerer spells. Why aren't we using them? We could change this in a second. Let's get our magic involved. Okay. We can even these battlefields a little bit. Give me something nice to cast. Hopefully not too expensive. What do we got to spare? 121. How expensive is this? 36. Yeah, I'll bite. See if you like this. That's a little bit more manageable. Would you say? Is it cheating? Kinda for this class, but you know, that is, wow. Oh boy, do they hit hard. That is some nasty, nasty, nasty fire. Technically, we got through. Let's see if that counts as a win, because I don't really think going through that easily would, with what we got, is going to be too likely. If so, I might go back in just to finish mapping it, but other than that. As you rise from giving thanks for your safe return, your mentor, Johann, enters. Well done, well done. His broad smile seems to light up the room. He gestures effusively to a side table at which there lies an elegant scabbard, your reward for following my expert teachings. May you continue on your depths to righteousness and glory, and the sword within will aid you in dispatching those who stand in your way.
Cool.
Okay. Thank you. That is actually what we wanted to be this level for. So, unironically, that's gonna be exactly what we wanted. Let's get ourselves a second level up. Let's get ready and head back in. I don't think I need to fight, because I think it's still cleared, so let's just get on in there. Just want to map out those final couple squares. I will say I do think that is considerably harder than the Warrior Challenge, although the Warrior Challenge is also really difficult for the level you face it. I also don't understand the suggestions it gave us for going up. Unless that was a way to get there without fighting. You know, maybe that was the case. Because let's look at what it told us those instructions were. Up, 2 north, 1 east. Oh, I don't know why I did that. Don't mind me. I was trying to think about it and it didn't work out. So, up. Maybe that was the case. Maybe it was a way to get through without having that be the case problem. But maybe it was the way to not have to fight them. No, they're still there. As you can see, they're still here. You still would have had to fight them. Yeah. I don't know. I do know is we don't have to deal with it. I was just interested in mapping it. Alright, let's go collect our friends. Let's, all kids in the pool. We'll go back to town. We'll reassemble and head into adventures in a more reasonable manner. But that is the Paladin challenge. I'd never seen it before. So I think that's very interesting. And hopefully we're going to enjoy that sword quite a bit. I hope it just absolutely wrecks things going in. It's definitely going to help against the demons that we face. Externally, like the internal demons will still be problems. But like, even just a little bit of Explorer that I had made mapping that way easier than it would have been otherwise. A little expensive, we used up our scroll book just to do it, but like... totally worked. Yeah, every guild should have a spot to explore in that little area, so... You'd have to basically make a character with every guild eventually just to do it, so... That's right, we kind of left in the middle of doing this, didn't we? Know where we're going.
Cool. Bye-bye.
I mean, it won't be like amazingly obvious, but that is going to make fighting a lot easier for that character at least. Such nasty, nasty spells though. Make sure we take care of that. We didn't die. That's the first step to winning. I think we've sorted our way through the majority of the enemies in the room though, so we just gotta take care of the really nasty ones. Take care of mostly the guards. I was a little concerned when it said it was flushed to stone, I'm not gonna lie. But technically we have the ability to resurrect, so we will be fine.
Cool.
Yeah, if these guys get a good round, they can be pretty nasty too. I know you like breathing. I don't know why. It doesn't make sense to me. Bam. This might not be super obvious, but 3 of our characters are also gaining experience. I mean HP every single level. So. Oh wow, how that was a nasty, nasty cast. Also, my game totally is lagging. Or maybe it's crashed. Let's get back in here and sort things out. Do you not want to let me respond? Alright. No move for us. At least we're not drowning here. That's very interesting. Well, we're gonna do this a little differently. I'm just gonna open another character, see if it like figures itself out if I exit and get back into them. It sure didn't like that. Well, that's interesting. Well, here's an interesting bug. So I'm probably going to cut out the part where I exit the game and get back in because it's going to take a few minutes, but yeah. We'll go and we'll get our friends. It'll take a few moments. I'll have to reload the game up. I've never encountered that bug before. So my stuff's going to take a few seconds to get going again. Bear with me. But yeah, like that was actually pretty interesting. Actually, maybe I'll save this in. It's not too bad. It'll take a few moments. I'll have to rearrange a few things, but it won't be a real problem. But yeah, like I've never encountered that bug again. And I do like showcasing things that happen in games that are a little unusual because it lets people know how to deal with it sometimes. So. This is just going to take a few seconds to sort life out, so you can bear with it, I suppose. And if I can bear with it, you can bear with it, right? I'm kidding, I'm kidding. But yeah, like it kind of like glitched out with multiple people dying from opening that treasure chest. So. Oh, well. It's still loading. Don't worry. It's figuring life out. life is difficult for it. Alright, yeah, now it'll let us move, so... We still have all of our spells cast on us, so... I'm a little loath to actually go all the way back to town. So what we can do is come here and visit our buddy over here. Mr. Flame Dragon. So we are gonna kind of sojourn in a different way there. Guess I'll expand out, make sure things are lined up. They look good. So it may be worth noting that this is the manual way of getting to where we normally get down there. So it's not too far from that room. It's just a little, this whole area respawned. Yeah, it's a little annoying, but it's not the room we were dealing with, so that's all that matters. So we, of course, rescue them first. Okay, so we can... So we're gonna cycle through and cast our spells on people. We'll get set up. So I will be straight up, I probably should not have opened that up if I knew it was discharge. I should have realized that it was a high level monster and its discharge would be a little crazy. And it's all electric damage, so we have only moderate resist against that. So making sure everything's on the up and up. Okay, let's rejigger our stuff. Actually, you're pretty fine there. That's less shuffling. Alright, I think we have everyone configured how we need them. You know what we didn't do that time though? We didn't actually shuffle them up front. That's probably why we had such trouble anyway. Sure, weird, huh? We're going in with a full cast of Wow, you paralyzed us, huh? actually stone to flesh. Who actually has a decent resist to it? You have the good resist. Okay. So we're gonna actually go try to open that. Oh. Actually, just not even. Okay, that's fine. They could just not be trapped. That's fine too. Hey, we got a new item. Yep. That's why I've been doing it, because I know that they have unique items. I don't know if it's only one, but I knew that they had something unique. Yeah, when things go bad, it's just important to figure out how to resolve it rather than you get caught up, because it's easy to lose.
Cool.
That's part of what my multi build setup was, so that I would have less trouble actually getting the set up after these adventure mishaps.
Cool.
I mean, a backup for that would have been carrying people back to town and then resurrecting them there. Like, that was another option, just restarting the whole thing. You don't have to leave, it is faster, technically. It was also unfortunate that it was 2 party members, not 1, so. But if you're wondering, I would classify the monsters that we were fighting as like level 30 monsters, like 30, 31. Like, they're about as difficult as anything that you face in the base game. And if you don't have max resist, they can in some ways be harder than even the Kutan himself. It definitely kills you just about as fast. That's probably actually teleporter. I don't want to. Right, then we will actually. So it is interesting is that because I had to close the game like it is, it should have saved my map for me, so I won't have to do that between next time I split off, which will actually be after this run. I like to do it in hour chunks. It gives me a break, gives people a break from watching, you know. I mean, there's also a chance I could put better equipment on in general for our Paladin, actually. Let's go look at that when we're back in town. I forgot that was a usage level, not just for the weapon, I think. So, we might be able to do a little better and have an easier time. Wow. Okay, get in my party. I think you ever act with us, I guess. Unless you run away. You got a fishy friend, guys. So fishy. They have a decent chance of surviving, though, because we also are almost pinned, so... Look at that, almost both of us. Well, we are close to pinned with everyone. Maybe we go into those things. Wouldn't be the worst. Does put our fishy friend at a little bit more of danger, but you know. Only a couple more fights anyway, so maybe it won't be so bad for them. Poor friend. Fortunately, we are the medic. Oh, we just ran away. That's funny. I'm not too worried about it. We don't actually need them. Goodbye, friend. And you are just 1 week from retirement. No. all ready for adventure. Okay, let's give everyone a little round of upgrades. Bam, bam. I am gonna actually go through and clear out my books. I think I got enough books to deal with it finally. What have we got here? So every class can wear this. Has decent stats on it. But no special things about it other than that, so. That's funny. It might be the best thing for some of the characters at this level though. Because I don't really see much else opening up for the general crowd, so. Let's get that in there. Let's go through and sort out. Yep, Ripping Death. Okay, that's a new spell for them. That would be a new spell for them as well. So yeah, I'm gonna actually join Explorer on them. I'm not gonna level them up in it, but we will eventually do it. But I think just joining it will give us better sight. So if we get lost again like that, we'll be able to find ourselves just by doing that. Forgot to turn in the artifact one as we went. Okay, let's switch to our sorcerer and drop this off as well. Get me in here, where are you at? Yep, here's a new spell. We learned Arctic Storm. Let's check this spell out. So our previous one was called Hailstorm, which is a 2011 spell that costs us 10. So this is a little better, 2516. It does target more enemies, I think, too. So it targets one more group and more. It just has a different resist than the others, so it's barely reasonable. It costs twice as much. It's not as good as this. I'm gonna guess there's a level above this that we haven't seen. But still, it is a next evolution of that, so. Let's get back into Paladin. We're not done with it. Let's get equipped up. So you're at 175, so this is still the best in slot. I doubt we have a better hat, but let's take a look at what level this is. Yeah, that's gonna be a ways, so let's put our hat back on. Let us look at the gloves, see if we can do better. But we sure can. There is a better parrot robe that we haven't seen another one of in a minute, so. Yep, there's a better item as well. Let's get that in our pocket. This one's at 162, so we're not quite there. Let's look at our boots. I think we got the best we can be wearing, but there is also a different one that we don't have that maybe we can borrow. That might be better. I didn't consider that. 183. Who do we want to give this to? They can wear it. So we give it to them. We are all friends. Oh, you can't wear it yet? Okay. My bad, you're one level too early. Tragic. You can wear it then. Eventually we'll find more of them. They are really good boots. But yeah, thank you all for watching me on this momentous little adventure. We got that whole quest sorted out. We got another rescue from trying to take out the Lemurian High Priest. But yeah, I'll see y'all in a bit. Y'all take care.